While I'll admit that my gaming preferences skew more towards intense shooting and action of varied kinds, there's nothing at all wrong with taking things down a few levels and playing something that's more relaxed. Whether that's in the form of a cozy game, something a bit more thoughtful, or titles that play out more as an experience than a traditional game, I'm down for anything. Much like its predecessor, Please Touch the Artwork 2 ends up being less about the destination and more about taking in the journey. The shame is that it amounts more to a short jog than a proper run in the end. As the name suggests, with the exception of your black and white skeletal character, pretty well everything you see in the game comes from classic artwork. The majority of the time your goal will be to simply find characters in the paintings looking for some help, and they'll have you look around in different areas in search of specific items. Once you've found enough to satisfy their needs, typically either a new area or items for someone else will reveal themselves, allowing you to move on. Periodically, you will at least run into puzzles with a slightly different flavor to try to help break things up, but there are only a limited number of variations outside the normal item-finding vibe. While this is all pleasant enough, and I appreciate the look of everything as you walk through different paintings in a variety of styles, it does end up being a bit limited overall. Calm and pleasant, for sure, but a little added spice of some kind could have elevated the experience a bit further to help it be more memorable. I suppose that gets to a follow-up point on the game's pretty brief length overall, clocking in at just a scant few hours, depending on how quickly you catch on and find things. At least with that brief length, you aren't able to get too bored with any of it. But while it's a refreshing and satisfying experience to a degree, it also lacks in depth and a sense of surprise. Overall, my final score for the game ended up being a 7.6. And if you're interested in picking it up, it's currently available on the Switch eShop for $4.99. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this review. And if you'd like more information or ideas of indie games worth checking out on Switch, be sure to click on the link provided in the description. Until next time,